Day 886. Just got home a little bit ago. Didn't find anything. Well, I found some things at the thrift store, but it was expensive. Like one jacket was like $35, another one was like $60, and it's like, this is a thrift store. Like, dang, LA, chill. So I didn't get anything. And but I had a meeting with someone after a Zoom call that we scheduled. And with someone that I met in an event, and I just, like, on the call, I was very bold. I was just like talking about purpose and all of that, and she was talking about this event and like wanting me to pick a package to sponsor it, and it was just like, I got off the call just feeling a little like, ugh, like a little like, not like anything with her, but just like the call was about money. It was just about money. You know, it was the root of the call. And I got on the call like, you know, I knew we were going to be talking about that, like money and business, but my heart is for people. And it just like, just gives me this feeling of like, this is what the world feels like. Like, this is what the pursuit of money over people can feel like. It's just like a heavy feeling, and it's just like an uncomfortable feeling, because it was just like I'm so about like helping people, like, let's save souls. This is about people. And the conversation was just kept circling back to money and to money and to money. And like, I get it. Like, I get it. And it's just like, it doesn't align with where my heart is. Like, and I know I'm going to make a lot of money one day. I know God already has that lined up. But for me, it's just like, I want to do it the right way. I want to do it in a way that I can be proud of, in a way that God can be proud of. And I don't want to sacrifice like who I am or what I believe or anything to just pursue money. And like, I'm not saying that that's what this person was doing, but it was just like, man, we're both believers. We could have a really powerful conversation about like how to really help people and, you know, help these lost people find Jesus and all of that. But it just kept going back to, well, you could sponsor this. Well, you could do this package. You could do that package. And I'm just like, And so I just got off the call feeling heavy. Just like, man, those are not. And I think I think it's just like, you know, God, it's just so interesting, you know, like having a conversation with my pastor yesterday, and, you know, they're all about like, you know, Chris, you add so much value. We just want to bring you in closer and, you know, take the gifts that God has given you and use it to build the kingdom and, you know, obviously build their church. And the conversation was about like, there are people that are new believers that they need help. You know, they need to understand, like, where do I start in the Bible? Where do I get a Bible? You know, we need to help them to get closer to the Lord. And it's just like, that kind of conversation is the conversation that inspires me, that, you know, that enlivens my soul. Like, so it's just crazy, the contrast, you know, where I can talk about the same thing with a different person, and it just feels so not there. So not there. And so, yeah, just really interesting. And to just feel like the heaviness of it. And, you know, you can feel the underlying intention of the call was to get the sale. Not for me, but for them to get the sale. Like, everything led back to that. And it didn't matter how much I talked about believers or purpose or the kingdom. didn't matter. Just kept going back to money, and like, I get it. She's doing what she needs to do to make this thing happen, but it's just, I don't know. I guess I just expect, like, as believers, like, man, we should be working together. We should be partnering together. Like, but I know the world is, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Well, how about, like, we both come together and we scratch Jesus's back? Like, if I can add value to your people, then let me add value to your people. If I can add value to you, let me add value to you, or vice versa. But if it's like, you're not going to add value to me unless I pay you or buy into this thing, even though you know that what I have could dramatically change people's lives, it's just like, man, we're just abandoning people for money. And I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't feel right. And I get it, like, money is significant. Money does not make the world go round. God makes the world go round. But, you know, we live in a society and a structure where you got to have money. And so, yeah, it's just, you know, the Bible says you cannot worship two masters, because if you do, you'll love one and hate the other. And it goes on to say you cannot worship both God and money. Like, you got to make a choice. And it's just like, it's so interesting where the conversation yesterday is we're worshiping God, and the conversation today was worshiping money. And it just, you could feel the difference. You could feel the difference, and it's drastic. And I just don't like it. Just feels like I don't want this energy on me. So I had to come out here for a walk to just, yeah, it's just heavy. It's just heavy because it's just not where my heart is. And, you know, I think this really kind of shows me more, really kind of. This shows me that I really need to pursue the world of believers, where they put God first and people first and money third, fourth, or fifth, or whatever it is. And I've met people that are like that. You know, my business heroes are like that. It's God first, and then people, and then prophets. And they're just such good people, and their intention is to expand the kingdom. And it's just crazy. Like, it's like you can expand the kingdom and focus on that, or you can focus on expanding your own kingdom. And I think, like, if you expand God's kingdom, he's going to expand your kingdom for you. So if we just focused on that, it would happen. And my life's going to be a demonstration of that. It might not look like that now, but it will soon enough. So yeah, just didn't feel good, even though she's great, super nice, like, helpful. Yeah, I just didn't feel like there was alignment with priorities and intentions. So it was good for me to see the contrast and feel the contrast. I feel like that was a very valuable experience. So yeah, I'm gonna get some work done. Have my Warriors of God call tonight in a few hours, so I'm gonna get ready for that. And yeah, just go for it. So yeah, very, very interesting experience.